Who's winning is Thandeka because she is Bazozwa.
Who's winning? It's Thandeka.
I don't ask anyone to vote for me. I don't ask you guys to vote for me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I went into that house as Thandeka Tshabalala.
Main character is Thandeka, obviously.
Even the outside world knows that she's the main character.
You see that girl Thandeka?
She's Thandeka.
She is the Bazozwa of the house.
I love Thandeka.
In a house where every move is magnified, one contestant has turned whispers into headlines. Thandeka Tshabalala, love her or hate her, has become the name on everyone's lips. From shocking confrontations to unexpected alliances, her rise has been anything but ordinary. But how did she go from just another housemate to the most talked about figure in Big Brother Mzansi Season 6? Before we start, let's establish a few ground rules. Number 1. Housemates who bully other housemates are quickly evicted as they are not liked by both the viewers and other housemates. A good example are the Banana Boys from last season who were evicted on the 3rd eviction show. Number 2. Housemates who have an annoying attitude towards other housemates generally don't last that long on the show either. An example is Bonnie B from last season who left on the 1st eviction show. Number 3. If housemates gang up on a certain housemate or mistreat another housemate, the viewers tend to be on the side of the housemate being mistreated. A good example is Uyanda from last season. These 3 rules will explain certain scenarios on the show. Our journey starts on the premiere of Big Brother Mzansi. One by one, the housemates make their way onto the stage as they meet the audience and the host Smash Africa. Afterwards, they make their way into the Big Brother house. Thandeka hops on stage, and as she makes her way to meet Smash Africa, she trips on the steps and falls. I know, it's a messy entrance, but in hindsight, this girl has already started making headlines before she even steps foot inside the Big Brother house. Thandeka picks herself up and makes her way into the house. Inside the house, she seems to have her eye on Melly, so she spends time talking to her. But as the night fades, we get to meet another housemate called Didi. Thandeka and Didi get into an altercation on the first night. Mind you, it's only been a few hours since the show started, and these women are already at each other's throats. Turns out, Didi approached Melly and asked for help in moving her bags. However, Melly was with Thandeka at the time. Thandeka then tells Didi to ask someone else for help, but Didi persists on asking Melly and Thandeka gets defensive, and that's when she tells Didi to first fix her face before she fixes her bag. This comment hurts Didi because she has acne on her face and is insecure about it. This makes her mad, and so the two get into it. Everyone in the house is shocked when they hear the two girls bickering. We, the viewers, are also shocked, but at this point in time, it's clear that Thandeka has a negative attitude. The dispute then dissolves and the housemates go to sleep. So, on the very first night, Thandeka has already given us 2 things to talk about. First, her fall when she was entering that house, and secondly, her fight with Didi. The following day, Offense becomes the first head of house, and the housemates have a fake nomination ceremony, and almost every housemate nominates Thandeka for her hurtful words towards Didi the previous night.
Thandeka, the first one.
And Thandeka.
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 Second nomination is Thandeka.
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 Thandeka and
Thandeka.
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 It's at this point that Melly is drawn towards her, so they start getting close. The housemates are then given their wager task, and during the week, Thandeka ends up having a day with Offense as they argue about how to go about their wager task.
She's a bully. She has so much pain in her life, and then she carries it, and she wants to go projecting it on other people, you know? And she's so, in her strategy, she's so aggressive in her approach, you know?
It's now clear that Thandeka is the bad guy inside the house. We again meet Thandeka during a meeting about mental health. Some housemates open up about their insecurities, and she dismisses the other housemates' struggles, and this comes off as being insensitive towards them. Housemates like Sia were drowning in the pressure of being inside that house, so Thandeka's comments really gets to some of the housemates.
Thandeka, I don't know what she said exactly to me. And then she was like, yeah, that's all you can do. Like when you answer, you just...
So this act really annoys the housemates, and the resentment against Thandeka continues to grow. The week ends, Thandeka being the main villain in the house. We then move to week 2. On Sunday, as the housemates are sitting at the dining room, it's revealed that the evictions are fake and that they are all safe. When the eviction show ends, Thandeka has an altercation with King Wanda. She unloads on him hard and leaves King Wanda speechless and shocked.
What is with the triangulation? Like, why can you not just talk to somebody and face them? Not you, him. You gotta triangulate. You'll never hear Thandeka including everybody else. When I deal with you, I deal with you. Have some balls. Oh, everyone. I gotta include everyone. If someone has a problem with me, you come to me, Thandeka Tshabalala. You understand? You don't bring everybody else. You don't triangulate. Work on yourself.
The problem is that King Wanda is one of the housemates who get along with everyone. And he is one of the housemates who have even defended Thandeka's actions in the past. This time around, some of the housemates have had enough of Thandeka's antics and they call her out for it. Liema snaps and confronts Thandeka to her face about her attitude, and some of the housemates rally behind her as well. Thandeka feels the heat of being attacked by the masses and she retreats into the toilet. She spends hours in the toilet before making her way to bed. This is a difficult night for Thandeka, but this was actually a satisfying night for the other housemates. On Monday, Dube wins and becomes the second head of house. Pairings are introduced and the housemates are told to nominate each other as pairs and that they should save people they want to stay. However, the housemates don't fully understand the instructions and how the pairings works. So when the nominations start, there is confusion and the nominations are a mess. This leads to people like the Don and Neliswa being nominated. 6 housemates stand up for eviction: Offense, Tumi, Neliswa, the Don, Q, and Loreto. Thandeka is shocked that she doesn't stand up and doesn't hesitate in making this known to the other housemates. She survives this nomination because of Melly. So, had Melly not saved Thandeka that day, I can say in confidence that I wouldn't be making this video right now. Up until this point, Thandeka has been the main villain in the house. But on the second week, there is a shift. Offense also turns to the dark side and becomes a villain. What sucks is that he is the only bad guy who is nominated that week. And remember, rule 2, the public does not really like him because of his attitude, and so he is in deep trouble. Offense tries to lay low from the girls because his game of attempting to be a player was exposed. But he still draws attention to himself because of his boldly annoying and confident attitude. So the spotlight remains on him. Thandeka is still in hiding because she is still recovering from being confronted by the housemates on Sunday. Hence, we don't see much of her this week. And she also avoids getting into any altercations on the second week. Saturday night rolls over, and after the Saturday night party ends, Offense and King Wanda get into it again. However, this time around, Bravo B is dragged into it as well. Later the same night, Didi tries to lift the vibe in the house as she tries making the housemates play a game. But the couples leave with their significant others, and this makes Didi crash out. She then calls out all the couples about how they are bringing down the vibe in the house.
There is nothing entertaining about you and your man. South Africa wants to see something besides you and your man. There is nothing entertaining about relationships.
Now I'm bored.
Done.
It makes sense.
Go to sleep with your man, but there is nothing entertaining about that. The next time you're up for nomination, you are going home because all you care about is your fucking man. And that's why you're going home, because there's nothing entertaining about this house.
Now, Thandeka, who has been silent the whole week, makes a comeback, and she steps up against Didi and defends the couples in the house. Thandeka gives Didi the business as the two get into a heated argument, and she ends by telling her off in Italian. Now,
that bloody shit relationship is worse. That bloody shit relationship is worse.
This is the moment which changes everything for Thandeka. Up until this point, Thandeka has only defended herself. It's always been about her, but at this moment, she was fighting for the other couples too. And this leads to some of the housemates, mostly those who sleep upstairs, turning on Didi, and Didi becomes the main villain, surpassing Thandeka. This marks the turning point for Thandeka outside the house as well, as she gains fans for telling off Didi and backing the other couples in the house. Some housemates like Gogi, Bravo B, and Dube gravitate towards her because of it. The third week starts, Sunday rolls in and Offense and his pal Loreto are evicted. 2 people from the Fencer squad are sent home. However, Offence's departure has mixed reviews. On one hand, people didn't like Offense and are happy that he's gone. Remember, rule number 2. On the other hand, Offense had started beefing with King Wanda and Bravo B, and most people were eager to see how it would end, and him leaving meant that we were left on a cliffhanger, just wishing he had stayed a bit longer. The third reason is experienced during the week. Turns out, the third week is about to become the most boring week ever in the history of the show, and people regret not serving Offense, as it's clear that he was causing drama and chaos in the house, unlike the other housemates who had more of a laid-back approach. On Monday, Tumi wins and becomes the first ultimate head of house, and then we shift to the nomination ceremony. The remaining members of the Fencer squad become the main villains, as other housemates want them out, and it's no surprise Didi and Marshall are at the forefront of nominations. However, Thandeka is still a villain, but is seen as being lesser of the evils in comparison to Didi and her friend Marshall. Remember what I said earlier, the third week is boring, and it gets to a point where Big Brother ends up punishing the housemates because they are not taking things seriously.
Big Brother is deeply disappointed.
The viewers also acknowledge Didi's remarks about the couples bringing down the vibe in the house, so Didi gains fans on the outside as she is seen in a new light. Housemates are then punished and Thandeka gets the worst of it, as she has to wear a costume during the punishment. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that after Thursday's pool party, Thandeka has a fight with Melly, and it becomes the highlight of the week. Because remember, the third week is boring, so a couple in hard times becomes the only entertainment of the week. The third week proves to be a turning point for both Thandeka and Didi outside the house. Even though they are both villains in the house, the viewers see the need of villains in the house, making them the exception to rule number 2. These shifts mostly occur because they are influenced by Offense's departure and the boring week which followed. We then go to week 4. This time there's a twist, as this week there are live nominations. From the live nominations, it becomes clear that Didi is still the main target in the house because she becomes the most nominated housemate with a total of 6 nominations. But our girl Thandeka becomes the second most nominated after Didi with 5 nominations. Let's talk about the nominations because a shift is about to happen.
Trixie, and I would give reasons, but I feel it would better her as a person, so she deserves to roam around in limbo and darkness.
Big Brother, I nominate Thandeka and Koki.
Thandeka, I just feel like she doesn't respect this house and it's all about her.
Shefane and Thandeka.
Merely because I thought me and him were going to be bro and sis. We're going to be very close in this house, but since it's always with Thandeka and I don't really like being around Thandeka, I know that's not going to happen.
Didi, and my second option is Thandeka.
After the nominations, they get their weekly wager tasks and the boys and the girls get to work. From this moment, nothing changes. Didi is still the most disliked housemate.
To deal with the hurt that I had in this house, guys.
We then go to when the girls start working on their wager. We are not shown on how the matter starts, but when the camera focuses on the girls, we see Thandeka shouting and pointing at the girls, and we see ILANO stand up, make funny facial expressions as she curses Thandeka out. The girls start ganging up on Thandeka, but we have no context as to what's happening. Turns out, Thandeka was given some time to work on her routine, but when they had asked to see her progress, Thandeka said she was not ready to show them. But I guess she said it in a rude manner. This pissed off the girls, resulting in the fight. We then see ILANO yelling at Thandeka and giving her the business. Afterwards, ILANO then plots with the other girls on how to punish Thandeka. Ramona steps back and says she has no problem with Thandeka and doesn't want to be involved. This leads there to being 2 groups who are at war with each other. Team A, which has Thandeka and Ramona, versus Team B, which has ILANO, Trixie, Neliswa, Liema, and Didi. It's at this point that Didi steps down from being the main target in the house and Thandeka takes the crown again. Team B are later nicknamed the Bandana Girls because they start plotting against Thandeka. They steal and hide her stuff, they talk about her non-stop, and they say the most vile things about her. Now, here is one thing about the viewers. You, as housemate, conspire as a group against another housemate. The viewers will take the side of the other housemate, which explains why people kept on voting for Q. After they saw how he was being treated in the house, because of the bullying against Thandeka, she starts gaining fans on the outside who come to her side. Things become toxic in the house to a point where Thandeka and Ramona end up saying transphobic comments to ILANO. And after the Thursday night pool party, a war erupts between the two groups, and it almost comes to blows as some female housemates were now ready to throw hands with Thandeka. Outside the house, Liema's fans then start petitioning for Thandeka to be evicted for being transphobic. Thandeka's fans then fight back, also starting a petition of their own against Group B for their excessive bullying and plotting against Thandeka. A massive war erupts online as Thandeka fans fight against the Bandana Girls fans. It is at this point that Thandeka Tshabalala becomes the most talked about person in the Big Brother house and also on the internet as she starts trending in every social platform. Thandeka Tshabalala becomes viral overnight. And the thing about online battles is that people who do not care for them end up being drawn to them as well, to a point where I had people ask me who Thandeka Tshabalala was. This online war skyrockets Thandeka. Podcasters are talking about her. She is being mentioned in every tweet. She becomes the most famous or infamous housemate on Big Brother Bazozwa. And thus she gains a huge following overnight as the hashtag Thandeka Tshabalala starts trending on all social platforms. Similar to like how last year we had the Vote for Sweet Guluva movement. Now, let's go back into the house. Saturday night rolls around and Thandeka steals the show with her black outfit, which is different from the girls' outfits, which are white. The Bandana Girls fans cry out and demand justice for ILANO. Sunday afternoon comes around and Biggie summons the housemates. The two groups involved are all issued strikes and warned about their behavior and conduct, but the public has mixed feelings. Some viewers are happy that Thandeka is still in the house, as this was someone who the housemates desperately sabotaged and bullied. However, some felt that the punishment issued by Big Brother was just a slap on the wrist and that Thandeka got away with murder. Regardless on which side you are on, there is no denying the spotlight which is now on Thandeka, both inside and outside the house, which is why I'm making this video right now. We are currently on week 5 of the show at the time of recording this video, and the Italianos seem stronger than ever. Melly is the head of house, and he is with Thandeka in the loft this week, and they seem to be cruising nicely. Some Liema fans have now accepted defeat and are saying they won't see the need to vote anymore because Thandeka is obviously Big Brother's favorite housemate. As the season unfolds, one question remains: will Thandeka's controversial rise be remembered as a genius strategy or just reckless chaos? Whatever the answer, her name is already etched into the legacy of Big Brother Mzansi. So, what do you think? Is she a mastermind or just a troublemaker? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the drama of Big Brother Mzansi Season 6.